Hey, I'm Herald sports writer Manny Navarro.
And I'm Fernandez.
Welcome back to another edition of the Gridiron Report. All right, Dre, so you went on the road to Cocoa. Big game, Booker T pulls it out 14-12 at the end.
Yeah, exciting finish. I don't know if it was too pretty of a game. Scoreless first half, a lot of mistakes, but Booker T gets enough of a lead, jumps out 14-0. And this Cocoa team, Coach Harris said it, we all knew it. It was going to go down to the wire potentially. 17-play drive by Cocoa, and a credit to Booker T's defense. In seconds, they turn around, they regroup, and they're able to stop the two-pointer that Bruce Judson gets. I don't know if it's the turf monster got him or Akeem Jackson got him, but I know the Tornadoes are happy that he just fell at the 1-yard line, and they're off to Orlando now.
Yeah, going, what, fifth year in a row for Booker T?
Fourth year in a row.
Fourth year in a row for Booker T.
They matched the record by these guys that they set last year.
Pretty amazing, and 39 wins in a row. Now they get Jacksonville Bulls for the fourth year in a row. We'll talk about that when we make our picks. So Booker T wins. How about here at home? I went to the Columbus-Killian game, and again, Dre, you were right. You picked Columbus to win. I picked Killian, and I was wrong. And let me tell you, Columbus really impressive in that win.
Yeah, they definitely were. I mean, I've been telling people since they won in Kentucky, this might be a different Columbus team. They've proven it in the playoffs. Even I had a little bit of a doubt because I keep picking them close. They're making my margins look bad because they keep blowing teams out. But it shows you how much better they are, how much more confidence they have really in themselves. Because in the past, they've gone into tough situations and not come out, even though they've probably had the team to get it done. It doesn't look like the case this year. This looks like a complete squad right now that's poised to finally make it to Orlando. Yeah,
state semifinal trip for the third time in the last 4 years. And really, you look at what they've been doing defensively. The last 6 games, they've only given up 16 points total. So really just an amazing performance by those guys. And the guy who really impressed me was Tucker Beirne. You just look at his quarterback play in that game, the passing, Austin Maloney, the receivers, Jerron, Rollins, just tremendous work by the passing. And this Columbus team looks very good. And now they got Flanagan, and let's move on to Flanagan, who absolutely took care of business against Wellington. I mean, 32-0, just an impressive performance.
Yeah, they had no trouble at all. I mean, it was an interesting week for them because you get hyped up for this Monarch team, a local face that they knew really well. Then this was sort of like the in-between week, like a team that maybe they're not so familiar with, Wellington, but they were at home, did what they were supposed to do, and now it's like, now they're going to get back up again because here comes a familiar opponent again, a Columbus team that's very similar to them in many respects. You know, they have that same balance across the board, good defense, good solid running game, good quarterbacks. It's going to be a hell of a game in Flanagan, I can tell you that much.
Central in 6A goes on the road, pulls out an ugly win at Palm Bay Heritage, but hey, they're still alive for a 5th trip for a state championship.
They keep on keeping on over here in Rocketown, I can tell you that much. That's the 3rd quarterback in a row, 3rd talented quarterback that they've been able to take down. You know, we talked about it, Lamar Jackson of Boynton Beach, Tyler Huntley of Hallandale, now Deshaun Mills at Palm Bay Heritage. Here comes Trey Rodriguez in Mainland, and they're getting on the bus again and going all the way to Daytona. So let's see if the Rockets have enough to keep this going.
The 2 Broward teams in 7A and 5A, St. Thomas Aquinas, they both roll. Plantation American Heritage rolls as well. Aquinas destroys Island Coast pretty much, and Jordan Scarlett's show. I
feel kind of bad because it feels like they've almost, not forgotten, but they're almost like in the background.
Taken for granted
a little bit because of the way they've just been leveling their opponents.
I can tell you Rocco Casulo likes that, though. He likes being under the radar.
I think he does, yeah, although the spotlight's going to get a little brighter in the next couple of weeks naturally because the closer they get to state. And we'll talk about it in another segment that, this week they're going to face an undefeated East Lake team that should present a better challenge than other teams they have been playing the last few weeks.
Heritage, of course, let me look at the score here. A lot to little. That's what it says here, a lot to little.
That's been the case for weeks for the Heritage. I mean, again, the regular season was brutal. The playoffs have been cake. And I'm sure Coach Rumpf, it's the challenge is keeping these guys focused, and so far so good. The Heritage within 2 wins of repeating.
Yeah, Royal Palm Beach, no match for them in that game at all. Nope. All right, that wraps it up for the look back.